fever. On the dance floor, fever, 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 fever.
I wanna be there when you come.
Tonight we feature the story of just one night in the psychedelic city of Liverpool.
I wanna be like you.
And what happens when Pervy, Ghengis and Troubled cross paths with Kaleidoscope, Doveflower and Astro in the fiercely competitive world of the city's clubland.
So you're going to put yellow and orange on?
I'm going to put all the colours that you're wearing.
Oh, that'd be nice.
8 p.m, the Exit Hair Salon on trendy Bold Street, and the girls from Potent Funk get styled. They're a bohemian group of writers, musicians and artists, all in their late teens or early 20s, who get together once a month to run a club night called Potent Funk. It's a rather arty affair, and the girls all adopt characters for the evening.
Right, I'm Cherry. I'm a 1920s, but obviously futuristic 1920s flapper girl. There's Eben. She's creative spontaneity, sort of zapper, real lives sort of life on the edge kind of girl. Then there's Amanda, who's third. She's a 1940s sweetheart that entertains the soldiers when they were at war. And there's Karen, who's Astro. She's a space cadet. She lives on a different planet, and she comes down in this huge bubble to capture us all and help us relive the most amazing nightlife in Liverpool that we can put on. Then there's Kaleidoscope. She's a lyrical soul of life, and we capture her from the top of a castle where she's singing. And there's Doveflower, who is Miranda in real life, and those two are singers. They're in a band, Wasteland, performing tonight.
Meanwhile, just across town, Paul Breslin is about to open his new bar, Bieber, to the public, after a successful VIP-only opening the night before.
Well, basically, just make sure that all the bars go ready so when the staff come in, they've just got to stop that bar up. Sound check. A sound check. And just making sure that the heating's going to be working. The toilets are going to be okay tonight because they were flooded last night. Typical first night blues, you know. You do just have a nice VIP opening and all of a sudden the toilets are pissing out, aren't they?
Paul shares a house in the Liverpool docks with some other guys who are out on the town tonight, but are popping into Bieber to lend Breslin some moral support for his big night. But first, they're going out for dinner.
It was all good. Everybody was, they were brilliant. I mean, the lads have been ace, you know, they've been really supportive. There's Paul Lyon, Pervy Paul. He's a complete filth bag.
That's what your mouth came back after you went down on that Australian bed. 15 ulcers.
We just talk sex. Disgusting sex. Even more disgusting sex.
Did you make a call?
I nicknamed him Troubled, I think. Not long after I got to know him, because he always looked so troubled.
I am going to get so wrecked tonight.
Mark Troubled Anderson.
And I'm going to go home and revise an hour before my exam. Yeah, you know.
He's obviously been revising very hard between alcohol and alcohol.
And the one with the teeth, he's Pervy's mate Ghengis.
It's a lot, tonight, right, it's a lot less formal. All right, but at the end of the day, it's a public launch. This is for the people that count, I think. It should be busy. It should hopefully be busier than last night. Keep it clean, keep it tidy, keep it professional. But most of all, you know, have fun, because that's what we're selling at the end of the day. All right. Don't be too enthusiastic with it. No one's really going to come round to about 9 o'clock anyway. But I just wanted it all ready and prepared, so we're ready for whatever comes. All right. We're in.
Liverpool needs to fill both floors of Bieber tonight.
Once there's people in, I'll relax in, about 10, 11 o'clock. Just want to make sure everything's right. It'll work. I know it. It will work. All right.
Stomachs lined, the boys are off to Bieber and beyond.
You'll get off with some chocolate in bed and you'll say, I've had a busy day, I can't perform.
In a city full of striking bars, Potent Funk is held at one of the most amazing, the MLK, known to Scousers as the Milky Bar. The girls get to take the door money, making a small profit.
It's nice to see something different in Liverpool. The girls enjoy what they're doing and it shows, and we enjoy what we're doing for them. So it's nice to come somewhere where everybody's enjoying themselves. No bad feelings, no bad karma, just a nice night.
Yes, I am. Miranda and Leisha have been at the club for a little while, but as the rest of the girls arrive, it's clear there's a problem. And Amanda is particularly annoyed.
Well, let's get back in. Why the band's downstairs? What's going on? Fucking way.
Tell us what's up. Just tell us what you're on.
The band's in the wrong place.
The
bands are in the wrong place. The bands are meant to be upstairs in between the DJ and everything else, and the bands are in the wrong place.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to go and kill my boyfriend because he's been sound checking and he's set them up.
You don't tell me what to do.
I told you.
Yeah.
Oh no, is everything alright? No. Everything has fucked up.
So what are you doing about it?
Considering a suicide or murder.
You said earlier you're going to kill your boyfriend. What's all that about?
He's the one who set up the bands in the wrong place. He does the sound for us, you see, so...
And have you been discussing that with him?
Yes, and I thought we had everything sorted out, but he's French, it's not his fault if he can't understand English, is it?
Just a quarter of a mile away, Pervy and the boys have arrived to see how Paul's first night as manager is going.
Just can't believe it. Opening night. Bad news, Arizona with the promoter.
Oh yeah. Well, has he not done anything?
No.
So no one knows about it?
No. Cannot believe that. No,
Wasn't it even
nothing.
in the echo?
Not a thing.
It's not on, is it, really? We had to score double in that. Where was he supposed to have
look at
flyers
that.
out?
Look at that.
Supposed to hand flyers out, or
That's 10 barmen and there's no fucking people.
We'll get paid for nothing.
A disaster. I mean, that guy gets £1,000 a week.
Exactly.
£1,000 a week. What to do? Get pissed up on the company. So we do our own promotions, and I've always said this from the start. I do not like promotions. I've always been one to promote my own venue.
Well, you'll get
always.
Well,
and now I'm just telling them. I say, look, I told you so, and it will be. I told you so. He will be sacked for this.
Well,
Paul's company had employed a promoter to help launch Bieber, but it's now 10 p.m. and apart from Pervy and the gang, no punters have turned up. Although some of the staff remain optimistic.
Well, yeah, things never get going till about 10:30, really, in Liverpool.
We'll beat this. You know, it happens, and it's happened. So we just learn from it, move on. We'll still succeed.
Yeah. Oh, customers! Oh no, they're walking past. Don't know what we're gonna do.
The lads decide to go next door for a drink to allow time for Bieber, hopefully, to fill up.
She was only the fishmonger's daughter.
Well, it's a slightly little bit busier than Bieber, I must say.
no, it's not.
No. At least 50 million people more.
We're getting swatted. Get swatted.
Yeah, get bollocks.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Bollocks tonight.
Outside Bieber, Paul's boss arrives to discuss the missing promoter.
Jamie looking for him as well. No one's seen hiding hair on him today, so I'm just going to speak to Claire and Peter Wilson.
Well, I saw him first thing this morning, right, and he took all the flyers and that box, and he introduced me to this flyer boy,
So you've seen him today?
Yeah, first thing. He said, boss promoter. He said, boss flyer. Get everything out, blah, blah. Get it all out, get it all out. And I thought, you know, I just had little feelings for myself. I said, well, you know, I still want to see where's the publicity flyers. I want to see the publicity flyers.
This is our promoter, who hasn't done the job he was getting paid to do.
Paul's furious with the absent promoter.
Where he is, Christ only knows what I want to do to him now. I want to kill the bastard, to be honest with you, because he's like, you know, he's ruined it for me. He's ruined it for the company, which pay him like a lot of money a week. He's ruined it, like, well, he's not ruined it for the bar, but it could have been better.
Well, we haven't got as many customers as we'd hoped for, so basically the staff behind the bar, not a lot for them to do, so we've had to send staff home. See you tomorrow.
Next door, Pervy is beginning to wax lyrical about his sexual philosophy.
I'm no great lady killer, no bad, but identify the weaknesses and be the solution, be that surgeon. Well, the sexual activity of a woman is measured for me by the back of her legs.
In part 2, we find out what Ghengis learns from Pervy Paul, see Leisha and Miranda take to the stage at Potent Funk, and just what happens in Liverpool when the girls meet the boys. Back at Liverpool club Potent Funk, Miranda and Leisha decide to go out flying. They aren't afraid to stop potential potent funksters on the street either.
I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Baby, baby, baby.
See you later. See you then. Funny. Bastards, after all that. Oh, they will be there, Miranda.
There'll be an after party until 6 o'clock in the morning as well.
7, it's until 7. It's only $3.50 to get in for an all-night fiesta.
We always panic at this stage if not enough people are coming through the doors. This is like, we do this every week. It's like at about 10:30, 11, we rush out to like get the it's when this is the most important time for promoting. It's like now, because people are still deciding where they're going, do you know what I mean? And they're bevied anyway. Why aren't you there? Going now. Are you on your way?
There's that many clubs to go to in Liverpool with the same type of music. You've got to have something up front to get their attention, and that's your flyer girls. Once you get them in the club, it's down to you to keep them there, obviously. But the flyer girls are paramount, and ours are excellent.
The boys have moved on to the bar, and they've been joined by their mate, Andy.
They're all potential
Pick the pissed ones. It sounds weak and it sounds sexist, but it's true. It is, isn't it?
Ghengis is beginning to put Pervy's theory into practice. Miranda and Leisha are still out distributing flyers for Potent Funk.
That's Potent Funk.
And the Potent girls crash right into the Pervy boys.
Honestly, come on, it. How badly?
You've never been soft, my friend.
Oh, really?
Do you know, I think he is a real ladies' man, and we've known Paul for a long, long, long time, and we know he loves a whip.
Give me the whip. Honestly, God, fucking using the whip's a bad thing. You should never use a whip if you don't know how, because you can whip it back up into your chin.
Bend over yourself.
Come on, let's go upstairs. I want to find Tim Burgess. See you later. See you later.
Muscle relaxers, that's all we are. Fuck it. And if I am that, then at the end of the day, I'm all right. People call me perverted, and that's because I only excel in what I do, and that is a very fucking good job.
Potent Funk tonight. Happy party.
What's that?
In the Milky Bar. Potent Funk tonight in the Milky Bar.
That's all right, see you
We're
later.
going to get kicked out. See you later.
You're naughty.
The lads get down to business on the bar dance floor. Pervy, Neil. Ghengis, 2. And this time it looks like he's pulled proper. Back at Paul Breslin's bar, the opening night hasn't been a success. It's nearly midnight and Bieber has only 6 paying customers. In a final attempt to attract more, they send out their own flyer girls.
Let's go to Bieber. It's a great night
With his dilettante manner, as enemies speak, he's counting his money with his tongue in his cheek. He's simply...
Meanwhile, back at Potent Funk, a poet takes his turn. Some label the club pretentious funk.
It's wacky and it's extravagant, but the people that play there are honest, you know what I mean? And it's passionate, like, it's a good vibe.
It's topical, it's modern.
But what about this pretentious funk tag that they've been given by some
man, yeah, but you know, it's kind of, and that does well, gets the tag of being pretentious, doesn't it, you know?
Venus singer Michelle follows the poetry, and, possibly encouraged by Leisha's whip, the boys decide to give Potent Funk a whirl. They've left Troubled Anderson behind at Baba. As Pervy and the boys arrive, Amanda, boyfriend Trouble's behind her for the moment, is rather intrigued. She's heard about Pervy's exploits and, despite the pleasantries, is none too impressed.
And they don't call him Pervy Paul for nothing. But apparently he has a very small penis.
It's a bit of shit in it. We've got the Zanzibar. Zanzibar's alright. Funk bar.
And slowly the lads are completely losing it.
I'm the lizard king. I am the lizard. I am the lizard king.
French Potent Funkster Astro is none too impressed by Scouse men either.
They do my head in. I don't know. Because when I was in France, you know, like in a couple, you used to take care of each other. And in England, it's just like, I'm doing my own thing, you're doing your own thing. And when we've got time, we're doing it together.
Oh, Michael!
While the boys discuss what pleasures lie ahead for Ghengis tonight, he takes his girl upstairs for a dance, just as Miranda and Leisha's band Wasteland start their set.
Those scientists, they always trying to test us. Sit back and take a minute to reflect. In the beginning, it was you that gave respect. Now you got respect when you cash a back check.
I've got a bit of bitch. Just hang on. A bit of? She's a whole one. Yeah, she's a whole one. But you're going to have to wait, because she loves me.
It's now 1:30 in the morning, and Ghengis in particular is making even less sense than before.
I'm a whole lot of man. I'm a whole lot of man. I'm a whole lot of bitch. I'm a whole lot of slag.
It's been too long.
Hey.
The girl. It's not slag. Do you want slag?
Do you want slag? No, I'm not that way inclined, thanks. Come on.
Oh, don't go.
And Ghengis disappears into the night to spend what remains of it with Louise. Bieber's opening night has been a failure, with only 12 customers through the door all evening. Manager Paul Breslin has had enough.
I'm saying, yeah, I just want to go.
Pervy is back at Bieber to check on Paul.
Ghengis is with some Mancunian arts and drama students who think she's fucking on Toys R Us advert. I've got to be.
Their flatmate, Troubled, has an important exam the next morning.
So how long have you been having sex with your mother?
Oh, another successful day.
It's 3:30.
Is that 3:30 already?
Yeah.
At some point.
Meanwhile, Potent Funk is closing as well, and their after-club party is packed out.
Drop the balloons, there's no room for the balloons. Let them go to the sky, there's no room for the balloons. Let's go in
It could have been better. It was just loads of chaos. However, the bands were brilliant. I respect all the bands. Every band was excellent. Well done. Now I'm going to enjoy myself because I need to chill.
It's now around 4 in the morning, but the local musicians haven't had enough yet.
Yeah,
When I found out she was singing.
He's been running up and down the streets after going Lee Shannon's art, and I felt too shy, you know, so I never turned round to him, you know, but I always knew it was Tim shouting and calling for me. Sweetie! Oh my God, excuse me.
Sorry.
What has just happened with you and my colleague?
Mutual attraction, I think.
Mutual attraction. Who's going back to whose house? Just answer this one question.
I've got no house. I'm a nomad. I told you.
So Marcus, it's up to you. Have you got clean sheets on the bed? Have you got any dirty grundies lying on the bedroom floor?
Yes,
Have you got toothpaste?
Yes.
Have you a spare toothbrush?
Yes.
Have you got breath freshener to rid that morning after breath?
Who needs it?
If you haven't, my friend, you're going to die a death.
Who needs it? We don't
Okay.
need it.
I'd say that concludes it nicely, though.
Yeah.
Good night, Potent Funk.
A week after we filmed in Liverpool, Paul Breslin left his job at Bieber. He's now running a nightclub promotions company with a DJ. Ghengis' relationship with the girl from Manchester lasted only a week. Potent Funk continues to pull in the punters once a month. Oh, and Mark Troubled Anderson passed his exam. Next week on Friday Night Fever, we tell the tale of nights out in Britain's two Brightons. In Brighton, Sussex, we go to erotic dancer Sophia's birthday party. And from New Brighton in Merseyside, we follow a nightclub staff night out to a 70s disco. While in Essex, we see what happens when a bunch of amateurs try stripping for stable girls.
Fever, fever, fever.